They're over here in the corner. Hello, how are you guys? Last night I hosted 8 people, so including me, there are 8 people in my house. And so there is some reset that needs to be done. Plus it's a Sunday, so we're gonna do a Sunday whole house reset. And I say that loosely because it's mainly going to be the kitchen. Per usual. I do have a load of laundry down the basement. However, last night my guests left around 10, and so put away the food and I loaded the dishwasher with what I could load in there, and I ran one cycle. And so there's still some pots and pans and some pitchers and some other things that need to be washed, either hand washed or reload the dishwasher. I still have some of my hosting stuff set out, so I don't have a huge dining room, and so I don't have a huge dining room table. So I ended up getting 2 6-foot card tables, folding tables, and then some, you can't see them, they're over here in the corner. I have some really nice folding chairs. They're very comfortable. And so I'm going to put away, I need to take care of that table, at least what's on top. And then my boyfriend is coming over later today, so he's gonna help me like put the table down the basement. I have to put my dining table back here, which is definitely, well, I could do it, but it's going to be easier with 2 people. And then the kitchen, I gotta empty the dishwasher. We're gonna reload the dishwasher. And I cleaned the bathroom yesterday beforehand, so I'm just going to basically like wipe down the vanity and clean the toilet, because 8 people over for 4 hours. It got a lot of use yesterday and it could just use a refresh. So it's Sunday after church, not feeling super social. Wasn't really excited to clean, but I took some time to myself and I decided I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. We're gonna do it together. So whatever cleaning you've been putting off, or if you just need to reset and refresh before the week, let's go into the week strong, and come along with me. I want to give you guys a look at the centerpiece. It didn't quite look like this. This is like a gauzy, it's like a cheesecloth runner. And at first I'm like, yeah, that's definitely not my vibe. But then I saw it kind of styled, and it's just kind of like gathered together, and you can like move it however you want to. And then I found these candle holders at Hobby Lobby. So this one's like a stone ceramic, and this one is cast iron. And then I just had some beeswax candles. So I got 2, so there are 2 on each end. I'll insert a picture of what the table looked like there's some plates on it and everything. And then I just got some tulips. They do need a trim, but got these from Aldi actually. So Aldi really came in clutch, and I did a grocery pickup, and it just happened that my shopper, bless their heart, got 3 packs of all the same color, and it just worked with they called this a mustard yellow table runner, and just very pretty. So I went simple, and then I had a charcuterie corner because my little board couldn't fit everything I wanted to. I will also insert a picture of everything I had. One of my guests brought me this little hosting gift. It's so cute, and it's oven safe up to 350, so love that. This was full. I did creamy Tuscan chicken pasta for my guests. This was full, and there's like like a half serving left, so they demolished it. So I'm glad I had enough, but happy that I didn't have super leftovers. Made some coffee for after to go with dessert. And what was dessert, you may ask? Chocolate covered strawberries. So I have this little 3-tier dessert tray set that my aunt gave me years ago, and I've only used a couple times. I almost didn't keep it, and I'm so glad I did, because I'll insert a picture, but the chocolate covered strawberries were perfect on here. I made a mojito mocktail, so I have these half-gallon pitchers that I was able to use. They are glass, and they're not too heavy, and then there's a straining side on it and then a non-straining side, but the straining side was nice because I had lime slices and some fresh mint in there. So those were perfect and they weren't too heavy to pour. I had a gallon one and I sent the gallon back because I filled up one of those half gallons with water just to feel how heavy it was, because the handle on the 1 gallon was really awkward when it was empty. And I'm like, there's no way. Like the half gallon is super heavy to begin with. So I sent the gallon back and 2 half gallons was perfect. Then I ended up getting some just 1 liter glass closed top bottles that I just put cold water in. And these were perfect to have on the dinner table, and they were on the bar beforehand while the charcuterie board was out during appetizer time, because that way you, like, it's a closed bottle, you don't have to worry about it tipping or whatever. That wasn't really my biggest concern. I like the look of those. It's like a very clean aesthetic. It's like giving like fancier restaurant, and that way people don't have to get up to get more water. So that's kind of the lowdown of what happened, but this is what I have to clean up. So I have the rest of what's in the sink here. I have all of this to clean up here. I have to store all of my leftover disposable plates and silverware and cups because I wanted it to be easy to clean up. I would have had, actually, I don't think I would have had enough plates for everyone. And so when you're hosting, I just wanted to make it a little bit easier for me. This was my first time ever hosting a dinner party. So I'm like, make cleanup as easy as possible. So that meant just disposable plates and silverware and cups. Let me show you the cups real quick. These were a little spendier. They are plastic. They are recyclable. I thought I wanted something a little nicer for the mocktails. I didn't necessarily choose it because they were ribbed, but they turned out to be really nice. And I wanted something that had a slightly fatter bottom so that they were less likely to be tipped over. So those were really nice. And then I did end up keeping the boxes that the pitchers came in and that the glass water bottles came in, just so that I had a place to store them safely without being worried that they would break, because I don't have room in my kitchen to keep them, so they'll go down in the basement, and they're not something that I'll be using on a regular basis. So if you guys watched my last clean declutter video, it was me decluttering my pantry cupboards and my fridge, and I'm so glad I did that. It was so nice to be able to come home with my grocery haul that I got from the store the night before hosting, so I was all set but didn't have to do all the shopping. I'm so grateful for grocery pickup. And I had plenty of room to just place everything in the fridge, in the cabinets where I needed it to, and just those little things that made everything go a lot smoother. So I took a little break. I cleaned the dishes and stuff, and I ran the dishwasher, and then I took a break and called my mom, and then I talked to my dad. And so I was on the phone with them for just over an hour. And this is a good reminder that if there are people you love that you don't see frequently, give them a text, give them a call, set up a visit, because life is short and you never know when the last time you're going to see them is going to be. And that may sound morbid, but it's the truth. So say hi to someone you haven't seen in a while. So it is now 20 to 4. I had a couple olives, had a handful of grapes. I might have a chocolate covered strawberry because it's really important to get your 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And I have a lot of chocolate covered strawberries left over from last night, so why not? I'm making a coffee. And then I still have my pitchers and my water bottles. They're still drying, and I'm just going to let them air dry because I can. And then I'll put them back in their boxes. So honestly, maybe that doesn't happen until later tonight, and that's okay. I'm going to pause the kitchen right now. The last thing, like I said, put my pitchers back in their boxes. They'll go in the basement. I'm going to put my bowls and plates in probably some gallon Ziploc bags, just so that they're sealed from any dust or water or whatever, so I can also store those in the basement, but they'll stay clean. And the dishwasher is done, so I've opened it up to let it dry because I don't use the heated dry. And so once I make my coffee, I'm gonna go in the living room, and per usual, I have multiple loads of laundry to fold. Oh, I have to go down the basement actually. I'm going to use my AeroPress to make my coffee. So while the coffee and the water are together marinating, I'm gonna run down the basement, transfer the laundry from the washer to the dryer, and then I'll come back up and we'll fold laundry. And one thing that I'm glad I did was yesterday morning, I did 1 load of laundry. I didn't need to, but I did it. And that gave me 1 less load that I needed to do today. And so it's just, sometimes everything all compiles into one day. And if I can help myself out and do a random load of laundry this night or that night, and I can do a little bit of cleaning here and there, it just lightens the load a little bit more once you get to your main cleaning day. So let's make some coffee and we'll go fold laundry. I did not eat a chocolate covered strawberry, but I had some rosemary flatbread crackers with some roasted red pepper hummus. Maybe a little bit more satiating and nutritious. Anywho, here with my pile of laundry, I'm going to pop on some YouTube. Right now I'm watching to some words. I'm watching Taylor Renee. Very chill vibes. Some bookish content, some productivity content, some lifestyle content. Very low key, and it's just chill. It's just like hanging out, vibing with a friend. So, let's get cracking. So I got done mostly everything I wanted to get done. A little bit of a toilet refresh, load of laundry, folded the stuff that had already dried, ran the dishwasher, hand washed the dishes that needed to be hand washed. Those are almost all the way dry, so I have the boxes up and ready to put the pitchers and the white dessert stands away, and those will go back downstairs tonight. I got a little bit of wax on the table runner and the tablecloth. I'm not so much worried about the tablecloth. The table runner is really vulnerable. It's like a cheesecloth, so it's delicate. It's very delicate. So I saw online that like scrape off the excess that you can, and then use a low iron and paper towel basically to transfer the wax from the fabric to the paper towel. So that's not something I'm looking forward to doing, but at the very least, I'll get the table runner and the tablecloth off that table and get the table put downstairs into the basement, and the chairs will also go down to the basement. They came in boxes, so they're 4 in a box, so they'll go back in the box just to keep them clean and minimize the dirt and dust that gets on them while they're in storage. And the dog is getting antsy. And so we are going to go for a WALK before it gets too late and too dark. So let me know down in the comments how this little productive time went for you guys. Give it a thumbs up if it was helpful for you, encouraging for you. If you liked the video, it helps other people find it. And subscribe if you are interested. Again, subscribing, commenting, liking, if you truly want to, really helps my channel. So I will leave that up to you though. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and I will see you in the next video.